Do you feel that God is God collectively sounding the alarm?
You know, it certainly feels that way. It's even now within me, right? Because there are several things that people need to know in time, and it just feels like it's that time. It's really that. It's almost like internally, right? You're almost ready to throw caution to the wind. The care of the people has risen above any other, mission priority a person would have, because it's becoming real. It's becoming, for example, here's how real it is. Do you guys know that in the last 3 weeks, ocean temperatures have risen 1 degree higher than what they were ever supposed to be? Did you also know that after tracking the ocean rise, for 3 years, at the beginning of last month, the ocean has been rising 10 times faster than anybody ever thought it would rise. So we have, and if temperatures are sustaining in their rise, right, they are going to get hot. You know that means large waves, accidents on cruise ships and boats and things like that, massive storm activity, massive rain activity, and rain is decimating places. People can't see it right now, but it's killing foundations. The weather is destroying the foundations of homes, of buildings. Trees are falling all throughout the USA. Trees are just toppling over all throughout the USA. There's been a lot of property damage, right? It's going to continue. Highways are beginning to fracture and crack in places where they shouldn't because of ground. It has been inundated by moisture, and it's just beginning. In fact, it's going to be like this storm that we're having right now. I know that the weather forecasters split the storm up, right? But in truth, it is one storm. This is half of it is cold. It's cold in parts of Mexico right now.
Really?
Snow will be moving into Mexico within the next 30 hours. Snow will.
Snow.
So
Mexico.
Yes, snow will. Yes. Again. Right?
Yep.
So, and by the way, the population of Mexico is declining big time, but that's another story.
That's crazy.
But yeah, we have massive changes all over the place.
And Mike, you were just sharing there how that I had no idea that the sea level temperatures of the oceans have went up by a degree more than they ever anticipated. That means there's more. You keep telling us that the crust of the earth is coming apart, that the magma's rising.
It is.
There's no denying that.
You have hot air coming from the Gulf causing these strong updrafts. And so hail is going to be quite large when it starts dropping. Some of those supercells are already forming. Cumulonimbus tops they're way up there. They're spanning out, which means it's only a matter of time before hook clouds begin to form. And flooding is going to be a huge event. I suspect that we're going to see at least 6 inches of rain in several areas.
Wow.
That's a lot of water.
That's a lot of water. Do you have access, Mike, to a lot of different instruments to where you can see weather and all types of different patterns, whether it be wind or moisture or barometric?
Yeah, when I need to, yeah, I can look at certain things, several things, when I need to. But the incredible things are happening. It's not Doppler, mind you, but it's a little better than Doppler. One of the biggest concerns, what's driving these storms right now for the USA, we have a dipped jet stream. We also have ocean temperatures that are shearing off. But they're just not allowing the jet stream to settle in a normal, state, right? You have as the ocean temperatures warm, updrafts come off the ocean. They go straight up in the air, right? There's stronger and stronger forces go in the air. Of course, that's driven by massive volcanic activity in the southern hemisphere. That continues to be an issue. More areas are being isolated. They're turning boats back in certain areas. You can't dive in certain areas anymore. And unfortunately, it's going to get a lot worse. With another 2-degree temperature rise in the oceans in the next 2 weeks, we're going to see some pretty hefty storm activity. But we have another problem, Pastor Paul.
What's that?
We also have external influences in the atmosphere, well, right above the atmosphere. So we have density changes above the earth, right? That's affecting our magnetosphere.
Now, what's causing
big time.
that? What's causing that, Mike?
Well, we have debris coming in continuously now, and it's going to continue to build up. You know, it's like imagine, you know how dust settles on everything when you're in a dusty place,
Yes.
right? Or you leave your front door open or something like that, and all of a sudden everything is covered with dust. This is happening to the earth more and more every day. We just so happen to be in an area of space that has a lot of particulates in it, right? We
Wow.
have several rocks headed towards our solar system, the inner solar system. We're going to have a problem with two of those, I believe. With all these pulses and everything else, it seems like, our solar system is target number one. And so we have, there's a buildup in the heavens that's happening. And not too long from now, they'll no longer, need any extra information on that. They're going to be asking, what in the world is that constellation I see in the sky? Things will begin to seem out of place very soon.
And that's
right?
because of this binary system that's
Yep. Down
changing.
motion is not guaranteed. The stability in the heavens is not guaranteed. It's going to start changing everything. It's going to throw everybody's science off a little bit, right? Because they've been lying. They tried to fortify normalcy by telling everybody that, things are the same as they were 100 years ago. That's false, and they know that.
Yes.
There have been celestial changes already. There have been, orbital tracks that they picked up that are impossible, right? Things that are coming into this system that are not on the ecliptic, not on the orbital planes. And celestial mechanics does not suggest the route these things are coming in at, right? We have 4 pulses coming in within the next, when does that start? Oh, that's April, 4 coming in April. So with this buildup, and thus far, they've been causing lots of sun activity, lots of earthquakes, right? These pulses. So we have 4 coming in, which are bigger than the last ones. So how much, this is going to continue to happen. We'll hit a point where we have possibly a pulse come in every 2 or 3 days. We're going to hit that point, and then every day, and then multiple times per day. So this is what we're headed into.